All right, welcome back to Cooking with Coupal again. Yes, I am back. Honestly, a lot of people in my personal life and as well on this channel have been asking, whether they're asking where I went or when the hell I'm going to get back to doing these videos. Feels like the time is now. I've kind of had the itch lately anyways. Kind of want to slowly start getting back into it, but probably going to do it a little different. This is just for YouTube. Probably gonna splice up some of the long form videos to be, on YouTube Shorts and probably the TikTok page as well, but definitely not Instagram. That platform just punishes creators so hard for taking breaks, all while the YouTube channel and TikTok page continue to grow even after I stepped away for 2 years. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna make some food, I'm gonna yap a lot, and y'all can just put this on in the background while you're having your morning coffee or chilling at the end of a long day. We are going to be making some red bean buns because, hold on a second, let me just grab all these real quick. Oh, this is where the script ended, by the way. This is all I wrote out. But I have 10 pounds of red bean paste. I got them from work. They're gonna expire in a handful of days and they need to be used. So yeah, red bean buns. Never made them before, not using my recipe. Mangchi, I think is her name. Let me double check that actually. No, that's not what I wanted to watch. Yes, Mangchi. So this recipe comes from Mangchi. This is like an 8-year-old video too, but she did, there's a certain word for it. I'm gonna put it right here. It's for Korean red bean buns. Never made them before. Recipe seems super simple, just a little time consuming. I don't have to make the bean part, so that'll be a little quicker. And we're gonna zhoosh things up a little bit because I was gonna say, we're gonna zhoosh things up a little bit. I'm not trying to ride off of the hype of what's going on with Pokemon right now. Honestly, before Leaf Green and Fire Red, did the hype ever really die for Pokemon? Come on. But anyways, I know like with the release of Leaf Green and Fire Red on the Switch, people have been getting back into Pokemon like crazy. Before I even knew that was coming out, I played through Pokemon Silver on an emulator. Let me grab it. Before Leaf Green and Fire Red dropped, I was doing a playthrough of Silver on this really cool emulator that my wife got me. And since I've been on such a Pokemon kick lately, I've had this for a while, the Game Boy Color, but just recently got Big Man Blastoise. He's still healing up a little bit, but yeah. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, that's the intro. Let's get going. Got 2 tablespoons of butter going in. Gonna get that nice and melted. Oh yeah. Sorry, wait, yes. Well, hold on. I should probably look at the recipe. Okay. I'm on the right track. That butter is doing its thing. We've got 2 tablespoons of sugar going in. Give this a little stir. Really the goal here right now is just to get this butter and sugar mixture nice and melty. You know what? For old time's sake. Cheers. That's too dark. Gotta brighten. The bee came up a little bit. I know for a fact at some point today you guys are going to be introduced to our new cat. She is a 1.5-year-old little tabby girl. She's a monster. So let's address the elephant in the room. I was gone for 2 years. Yeah, and if you followed along on the journey, mainly probably on Instagram, I think I deleted the video that I put out talking about the burnout that I went through at that time. It's been 2 years of going to therapy and taking care of my own mental health. Learned a lot, and it turns out that my burnouts were, let's call them, they were the spicy kind. And we're gonna leave it at that. All right, we've got a 1.5 cups of milk. Give that a nice stir. Do want to get this warm-ish. This is so we can add our active dry yeast into here and have a little environment for it to bloom and awaken up. That's pretty warm. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was the demand of trying to keep the channel going and do a full-time job. It was exhausting. It's not like I'm going into this right now with anything changing. In fact, the schedule that I have now is technically worse for what I'm doing. But as far as like how consistent I'm gonna upload, I'm gonna just be realistic. You might see me once or twice a month, but I'm still going to do it because I enjoy doing it. And I think YouTube is the channel to really nurture and take care of. Because honestly, you guys have helped grow this channel. I still can't believe, I think over 2 years, it was like 200 something new subscribers. And I posted nothing in 2 years. Oh, that reminds me. I've got 2 shorts that I didn't post here that I will post sometime after this video. I went through a little phase where it's not a phase. I still want to do it, but I did go through a little phase where I really wanted to open like some kind of sandwich shop or deli situation. Because I think like doing sandwiches is such like a fun, creative thing to do. You can like do anything with sandwiches. So there was like 2 things that I made and did it in the old apartment. And then that was it. Then I like fully stopped. That feels good. Let's grab a bowl. I need a big bowl. Where the hell is my big bowl? Y'all, someone's been taking my bowls. What the hell? Fuck. Oh, there it is. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's cut this heat. I just want to transfer this into here because we're eventually going to do a lot of work in this bowl. Active dry yeast. 1 pack is like the exact amount that you need. Ooh, sharp knife. Sprinkle that in a little bit. Delicious. No! I need to cover this. Will this lid fit? Holy shit, that's crazy. This needs to sit for 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, 5 minutes. I'm gonna clean up a little bit. We'll be right back. What have I been up to, you ask? I'd say just a whole lot of living, laughing, loving. Yeah, it's been an interesting past 2 years. We moved out of Chicago, just been working, still in the beer industry. I did start Coupal Creative, which was like always like the parent company of Cooking with Coupal. It was like who you would email for something. But just kind of took it into like a freelance territory thing. Didn't do like a whole lot of work for it, but I did have some really awesome things happen over the past like 5 months, 6 months, aside from another burnout. At the end of last year, worked with a restaurant here who, oh God, she had a crazy year. We did a photo shoot that ended up living on the Michelin Guide, which is like super cool. And then even cooler, those photos were sent over to the Food Network, and so my photos were used on one of Guy Fieri's shows. So that was cool little accomplishment. Yeah, so I stayed in food in some form of way. I always have. To be honest, I haven't actually been cooking that much, so it's really gonna be interesting to see. There she is. Hi, little girl. There we go. Cooking has been just more of like a necessity. Like, I definitely got into like fitness a lot over the past 2 years, high protein eating, like kind of boring stuff. It's chicken breast, it's healthy food. We have 1 teaspoon of salt going in. Then we will give this a healthy stir. Looks nice, looks like the yeast is waking the fuck up. Just wanna get everything thoroughly mixed. Okay, that looks good. That is nice and stirred. We're gonna keep this spoon because we're gonna need it. Flour, 3.5 cups of flour going in. First thing we'll do is stir this with our spoon. I know this is supposed to be a pretty sticky dough for sure. I'm really excited for these. I really love red bean buns and all different buns of different kinds. We actually went to, oh, that is sticky. We actually went to a dim sum and tapas place last night. Ooh, God, that's sticky. Feels about right though. We are on the right track. Sorry. Oh yeah, new camera by the way. Working with the Sony a6700. This thing is beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna cover this and let it sit for 1 hour at room temp. I might say this a couple times, but definitely leave me a comment what y'all wanna see, because I'm probably gonna like, I kinda wanna take this channel in like a practical route. I know I did a lot of educational stuff in the past, and while I don't have qualifications, I'm a decent home cook. Well, what I really want to do is like just give y'all real recipes, because I don't know if you guys have been on Pinterest at all lately, but there's a lot of AI recipes, and that sucks. So I don't know, I think we just need to get back to practical recipes and using like good techniques to just make good food. Okay, anyways, all right, 1 hour. Okay, so theoretically, this should have kind of doubled in size, and it looks a lot better than it did. Basically, now we're just going to kind of work it a little bit and then let it sit for another half an hour. Not the most exciting thing, but it is what it is. Okay, that's feeling much better now. It's a lot lighter, good texture, it's less dry than it was before. That should work just fine. Oh, by the way, completely lost track of what I was talking about when I was talking about the Pokemon stuff. I'm gonna be turning some of these into Pokeballs. Big surprise. Back in the oven it goes for 30 minutes. All right, a total of 1.5 hours has officially passed. This should be all done. It's fermentation and rising stuff. Let's go ahead and lightly flour a little surface here. Ooh, that feels great. Right, let's plop that down. What we're gonna do here is just this little bench scraper here. Go ahead and, it's harder than I thought. Cut that in half. 1/2 for the moment here, and we're going to portion this out into somewhere around 10. I do need to save some to do a little bit of fun with food dye to make our Pokeballs. All right, 9 uneven balls of dough. Okay, so we have these sheets, steam sheets, got from the Asian market. Gonna lay that down. Now is the time that we shape these into our buns and begin filling. So just gonna kind of flatten out. We want it to be even, we'll press everything together, okay? Make sure it's nice and flat. In between these breaks, I've basically just been watching some anime. Recently started watching Hell's Paradise, pretty good. Other than that, recently I rewatched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Wife and I are watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, trying to get caught up so we can watch Steel Ball Run. Okay, this feels pretty good. I like this. And since I have these packets, I was able to just snip off a little top there. We're just going to squeeze the filling in. I feel like these can handle quite a bit. Oh, that looked beautiful, right? Going to, ooh, might have been a little too much filling. Let's grab a spoon. It's not terrible. I think we have to remove some of this. I think it's going a little too crazy. Okay, there we go. We do our little crimp seal. I am mildly impressed with myself. That doesn't look too bad. First one down, a shit ton more to go. All right, once I have all 9 of them assembled, we'll cut back. Okay, I've got 5 beautiful buns all ready to go. This is my first time doing this. These look pretty great, not gonna lie. So I'm going to cover these and let them rest for another 30 minutes. And then we'll finally be able to steam them. I'm excited. Probably in about 15 minutes, I'll get the water boiling. Yeah, I'm gonna cover these and see you again in 30. Okay, so I've got a little pot of boiling water going, and these, oh yeah, these have gotten just a little bigger from that extra 30-minute rest. So now it is time. So at this point, let's cut the heat. What we're gonna do, put that on, just so all the water doesn't evaporate back down onto the buns, we're going to cover these with a towel. So we'll cover it, slap the lid on, and we can fold this back up. All right, we'll turn this on about medium-high heat, and we'll let those go for about 12 minutes. Sorry, I lied. So it's gonna be 12 minutes. We'll cut the heat all the way down to just like super low and let them finish for like 3 minutes. All right, that's it. Let's take a look and see how they look. Whoa! Oh, they got big. Oh, they got really big. Hey, but they look pretty good. Damn, those are some plump buns. Damn, that looks good. Okay, we're gonna transfer these, let them cool. I'm gonna cook the rest. I'll work on the Pokeball one, because I don't know how that's gonna look. And then we'll do a taste test when I'm all set. So, see you then. All right, and after all that, the buns are finally done. Here's the big reveal. So off camera, I went ahead and I tested the Pokeball ones because I wasn't sure if this was gonna work or not, but it was super simple. I wasn't able to film it. I did 2 different versions. One with this actual like raised. So basically I just took the leftover dough, dyed some of the dough, then added on these little parts right here, and then just brushed on red food coloring on here. I tried to see if I could just brush without adding in the extra dough on this one. I think this one came out a lot better, even though it's a little raised. But, I mean, it's pretty fucking cool. Definitely a fun project. I would say if you had kids, definitely get kids involved with this. This would probably be a lot of fun. Let's give one a try. They definitely did come out a little larger than I thought they would, but kind of not really complaining about that. It's almost kind of like a meal in itself. Let's do a little cross section here. Yeah, that is perfect. They're super, these have gotten a little cold at this point, but they're just like super fluffy. Filling is like perfect on them. Wow. Decent ratio on the filling here. Filling is nice and sweet, just really works with the nice balanced flavor of the bun, which has a little bit of sugar in it as well, a little salt. It's like perfect. Not gonna lie, I ate one earlier and I'm kind of full. And I had lunch. All right, it's been a while since I said this, but goddamn, stupid. All right, well, that is gonna do it. Cooking with Coupal is back, and I feel like you can expect a post. And listen, if I do 1 or 2 a month, that's probably just what it's gonna look like. It's kind of more realistic based on the schedule that I have now, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some more stuff. So drop a comment with what you want to see, if there's anything specific. But that's gonna be it. And if you're new here, welcome to the sequel of Cooking with Coupal, Cooking with Coupal Part 2, whatever that looks like. All right, well, I'll catch you on the next one.